You want my video? You want my video?
Okay. You want me to say something?
I mean, you can. You want.
Disconnect the negative first.
Disconnect. Okay.
The negative first.
Disconnect
This is
the
your
negative.
power. And if you touch ground, it'll spark and burn up the fuse. So always disconnect your battery, which I
Okay.
only disconnect the negative.
Okay.
So that'll work.
Just disconnect the battery so that it doesn't electrocute you or spark or cause a spark.
Cause a spark or cause a
Yeah.
burn fuse or something.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Disconnect that. All right, let me disconnect this.
Yeah. So first you want to disconnect the battery so that it doesn't cause a spark or a fuse.
You can disconnect all or disconnect just the negative.
Yeah, just disconnect the negative part.
Okay. And then disconnect your power wire.
Disconnect
plug,
the powering.
and then
the alternator.
unhook the wire harness. These two bolts, because there's two bolts holding the alternator. That one and the bottom one. This is a 12 millimeter.
12 millimeter. So just use a 12 millimeter
Use that, and then a 14 on the bottom.
and then a 14 millimeter in the bottom.
And once you loosen it, then you can like adjust your belt right here. There we go. See how the alternator is going back because the belt tension. So I'm just loosening it, the tension. I need to go ahead and get it all out. Let me go ahead and get it all out easier. But I loosen it up so I can get it off the belt. Once you loosen it up enough so the belt can come off easily. And see how the alternator is going back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a second. But normally, on a lot of cars, has a belt diagram. If it's not, you can look it up. But I normally used to draw it, but I can remember it. It wraps around the AC crank pulley, comes around the alternator, goes to the water pump. But I just leave it like this, so I don't have to mess it up. So it's easier for me to get it here. All right, let me go ahead and get it out. Nobody can get it. Yeah, give me a second. That's fine. Just gotta remember the bolt that you took off. So, took that off. Now I gotta get the bracket off. The bracket, I probably need a wrench. The bracket so the alternator can slide out. There we go. I leave it like this so I can remember the bolt. All right, now that's 14. Get that 14. What's that 14 socket? Right here.
Get the 14 in there, 14 millimeter.
Sometimes you move it around so it's easier to screw out. A little tight, but it's all right. Let's go. There we go. That's that. And that should be it.
Then take the alternator out.
Try to get it off without taking the reservoir out. Tight because every time you tighten up the alternator, this nut slides in. So when you wiggle and wobble, it'll push this nut back out. It's a sleeve, and that's why it's so tight, because the sleeve kind of tighten up with this bracket, so it won't be loose. But when you take it off, you have to wiggle around so the sleeve can push back in, so you got enough room to maneuver it out.
Yeah.
To the alternator. Matched up the connector 2-pin. Yep. Everything. Yep. Now I just gotta change the bracket.
Did everything match?
Yeah, and then the pulley 1, 2, 4, 5.
Do you have to take this thing out from
Yes,
this
I
one?
have to take the bracket.
Take the bracket, yeah.
Yeah, the little short, small bracket.
Yeah.
I have to switch it out because that's the wire harness.
Yeah. And is it possible to use the old alternator for something else? Does it still work? Right?
No, you can rebuild it.
Oh,
Normally, a lot of time, the brush inside the alternators kind of wear down. So, you know, you can buy a brush and rebuild it.
Okay.
But that's like, you know, it's like maybe 80% of it that does that. That you can rebuild it. But, you know, as much the alternator costs, you probably just go ahead and get a new one. It'd be cheaper. It'd be better. You got a core charge on this?
Core charge?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you bought this online. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. You can keep the alternator and you can
Use it for something else?
disassemble it, but you gotta make sure you remember. I mean, you can use it whatever you want to use.
Yeah, I want to try like using it to like charge batteries and stuff.
Well, the alternator's gotta work.
Yeah.
So you gotta rebuild it.
Yeah. Or use it to like power a TV or.
You can use whatever you can, but you just gotta repair that.
Yeah.
The alternator right now is not working. It's not charging the car.
Yeah.
So you gotta see what's wrong with it. Either the brush or voltage regulator. You know, maybe something simple like the brush. Normally, that's the original alternator, normally it's just a brush that's wear down, because they wear and tear.
So how do you replace the brush?
Yeah.
How much does a brush usually cost?
I don't know. Last time I used to buy a long time ago. It used to be less than $10 for 2.
$10 for 2?
Less.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's a long time ago though. But I don't know right now. Right now, probably maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks. That's why I said sometimes it's, you know, it might look like, okay, just need a brush, but the parts of it and then the labor that goes into it, and then when you buy the brush, put it on, and then it may not charge you. It might be something else. So, you know, you're taking a chance of gambling. But it's always good to take it off and look, see what's going on. Oh, you also got need
a radiator
yep,
leak?
Yep. It's coming off this housing. You need to go buy one of these housing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see the fluid? You see the wetness? It's coming out.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. That housing will hook up to your that's your. It's not your lower radiator hose. It's right there. I think that's your upper one. And the lower is hooked up to your thermostat. So this one goes to your bypass to the block itself with the reservoir hose. Actually, yeah, with the reservoir hose. But yeah, you can go to the parts store, take a picture and point it out. And I'm sure it comes with the whole piece. Oh,
Radiator
you know, if
leak.
I got power tool.
Belt. Oh, you gotta put it on the belt first.
Yeah, the belt. The belt. It's okay. I kind of remember it a little bit. If it's not, I can always. You can always stop the video and I can go back and see how the belt pattern is.
Oh, okay.
I remember, but it's okay. I know. Sometimes it's hard when you bend down a lot. My back's is hurting. This came off from helping my daughter move, Angela, move into her new apartment. Lifting that bed to 3 floors high. Need to stop dropping stuff. And I tried to get this out of the way so I could go. What's up, Abe?
Yeah,
Belt. Put the belt back. All right. Let me make sure. Okay, it's got caught right here. Gotta make sure the belt's lined up in the groove, because if it does, it's gonna tear it up. The bottom is not.
Yeah, that's very important, the belt.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's in the groove.
Yeah.
If it's not in the groove, it'll tear up the belt. You spend more money behind the belt.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want my dad to do it, you know.
I mean, he can, and then if you got a problem, you just call me.
Well, if it tear up the belt, we gotta replace that.
So you make money.
I mean, it's very old anyways. We might need to replace it anyways. How much does the belt usually cost?
I don't know. Depending on what belt you want. You want a good belt or you want a
Cheap belt?
cheap belt? Range between $20 all the way down to $100.
Oh, wow.
Depending on what belt you want. If you get a cheap one, it's much more softer.
Oh.
It's too soft, and when it's soft, it's hard to
Yeah.
it's hard to when every time you always adjust it. See, I'm tightening it.
Yeah.
I don't want it too tight, but enough. A little bit more. I have a feel, but normally you can twist your belt like almost sideways. That's good and tight. But when you crank it up, if you get too tight, you're gonna mess up the bearing on the alternator or any other bearing.
Okay.
Like maybe your water pump and stuff like that, but you don't want it too tight. And you don't want it too loose. It'll squeal and jump, the belt will probably jump out. That's good. Normally I got lazy of looking for a smaller ratchet, but the only thing with a big ratchet is you gotta be careful not to over tighten it. You'll strip that 12mm bolt or the 10mm bolt easily. And then you're gonna have another problem. See, if I tighten this, remember that nut I was telling you about that has a sleeve that goes in and out? Yeah, once I tighten it, the sleeve pushed in and locks it in with the against the bracket. When that there you go.
So that's a 14, right?
That's a 14 on the bottom.
14 on the bottom.
Normally Toyota is 8, 10, 12, 14, 17, 19, and 21. 21 usually on the wheel itself, the tire, the little nut.
Yeah, 14mm on the bottom.
Yeah. All right.
And what number is that?
This is a 12.
12mm?
I can't get the socket in. It's too top.
Oh yeah, it's
socket too deep.
Yeah.
It's too deep. So I had to use a ramp. You got nuts everywhere, man. Right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's because I got like rats or squirrel or something like that.
Yeah, they're about to hibernate in your car.
Yeah.
Chewed on your wires and stuff. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the case. Plug this back up.
At least it's not ants.
Plug this back up.
Ants were just.
You don't like ants?
I mean, ants. I got ants in my office.
It just feel funny when it's crawl.
Yeah. I got ants in my office at work.
No stripping. All right, what's that? It's a big old ratchet I got. So that's good. what's that cover at? This cover is served so any metal thing won't touch it. Cause this is power all the time once I hook up the negative back up. All right, plug it in. That one's in. That's it. Now your alternator.
Is it working?
Not yet. I gotta plug it up.
I'll plug the battery back on.
Yeah. I just disconnect the negative. A little tap. Yeah. See, the reason why I disconnect the negative and play with the negative instead of positive, I can touch without sparking.
You can touch the negative without sparking.
Yeah, because if I leave this on and disconnect this and I accidentally touch that, you're gonna blow up something, a fuse, or that's good enough.
So disconnect the negative first before don't connect the positive first.
No. When I do this, the alternator, I just disconnect the negative.
Okay.
And you good. Okay, crank it up.
Okay.
Let me get my bolt meter.
What?
So if it's producing like almost 13 and a little bit more, just 13 to 14, just a hair over 14, just a hair, make sure you connect it right. 14.36 or 37 is producing more than a regular battery voltage. That's charging voltage. Anything with 13 and more, it's showing a charge.
Okay.
If it's like 15 or close to 15 or something, you might have an overcharge. What that does is either something's going on with your voltage regulator when inside your alternator that's causing it. And normally, a lot of time, I see a lot of people, when it's overcharged, they blow up their battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's saying 12 volt or less, that means it's not charging. So it's another problem. Either you had a blown fuse or bad connector on that we hooked it up wrong or something, or it's not connecting, or something's wrong with your battery. But I checked, before I recommend that, I checked everything already. I checked your fuse and all that. So your fuse is good. So yeah, now it's charging, so that's good. You need to shut it off. All right, buddy. Hey, you need to buy a battery cleaning thing because the corrosion starting to build up. That, and you need, make sure you get a coolant bypass hose.
Coolant bypass, what is that?
This, I think it comes with both of these hoses, or three. One with the overflow, which goes, well, possibly the overflow. Well, die for you.